Okay, so this is a continuation of our reading. I was using clarifying life situation, okay? And then I'm pulling some tarot. So if you haven't seen the first part, please do. Okay, connecting with the intention to provide clarity and insight for the highest and greatest good. I feel like we all just need to take a deep breath. Know that you are surrounded in love and light, and so it is, and so it will be. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Spirit. What can we help with this advice at this time for our peeps? Okay, is this meant to be in reverse? Okay, we have the 10 of Cups flying out in reverse. Okey-doke. Okay, this is a lack of fulfillment. I feel like there could be something that you no longer find fulfilling. It may have been something that was very stable before, maybe not so much anymore. There could be distance when it comes to this energy. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands. I feel like you experienced something that was extremely difficult. Something that you believed was false. And as a result of that, you gained something as a result. And now it's like projected you into this new experience, right? Where you're like, you just arrived. It's almost like arriving on a new timeline. With a more stable stronghold. Okay, Four of Wands is like very, it's like foundational. So you might have had to process recently, and again, like some of the prior reading, this is a continuation of, you know, there was a need to work and do healing so that this can be in the upright. So this is like an unhealthy family dynamic. And then focusing on learning something that's tangible to put this in a better foundation. So I'm getting Four of Wands is really that foundation. And you are arriving. There's like this arrival that I'm getting to. I feel like the difficulty that you were freed from, okay, because it was a blessing, it was a gift. Ace of Pentacles helped you. This is like you starting over, okay? And it was like something that was like accomplished. You're being somehow just upright. Yeah, the Merlin. So this is the Hermit in this deck. So I would say, you know, this aligned you possibly with a twin flame union. So this might have been a false twin situation. And so you figured it out. You may have had to reach some sort of like higher ground, higher perspective, higher understanding, higher consciousness. Okay. So I feel like whatever this was, there was purpose. There was a reason. Because it's like you're meant to be over here. There's like this soul searching energy. There was something learned and gained and accomplished with this. They're like, you're not meant to be in union over here. It's not emotionally fulfilling. 10 of Cups in reverse. You're meant to be over here. So there was like a redirection that happened. This didn't work out for a reason, okay? We all, I know my collective, you know, our group, we know. We know why it didn't work out. Yeah, there was this imbalance going on. Emotional and physical imbalance. Page of Wands. I feel like you see this as good news. Like, you're like, what goes around comes around. It is what it is. Like, I got what I needed from the situation. And you've moved on. Like, you've integrated this. I feel like you've integrated this whole experience. And so now you're, like, free and clear to move. Like, I feel like you move in silence, though. I feel like you're not letting anybody know jack shit. So if you're like keeping things quiet, that's a good idea. I do feel there is a balancing that's happening with perspectives, understanding. There could have been an energy of, I don't know, the energy you put out, you receive back, right? The Two of Shields is, you know, someone's juggling something. You very well could be juggling something. What are you juggling? I feel like you have some new ideas, a creative new idea that you would like to move forward with, but you might feel like there's some restriction on it, or you might have been persecuted for something that you have been working on that's creative, or an idea, or maybe the way you think, what you practice, what you're learning. I feel like there's this challenge to the belief systems when it comes to the Eight of Swords. I feel like this also can be like you, there might have been an attempt to restrict you, sacrifice you, prevent you from being in your purpose here. And I'm getting that's being balanced with the Justice. I feel like this Four of Wands very much could have been the Justice. I feel like this is no longer a concern for you. Everything that was sent your way to keep you from having that sovereignty to create what you came here to create is being balanced out by divine justice. Okay? You are meant to do this with somebody. You're meant to create with somebody. And I feel like there were attempts to prevent this from coming together. And there were a lot of attempts, okay, with the Eight of Swords. I feel like this was also a bit of training. This is something that you need to free yourself from. This also could represent like there were many contracts to complete. So this might have been like unfinished business. And I'm getting some of this was done unfairly and unjustly. In the spiritual realm, there's some sort of spiritual authority, decision, something that there is this bias, right? So someone had to make like, to decide what's fair and just here. And I feel like what's fair and just is that someone is receiving a blessing of love. So there is the Strength card. So your courage is being recognized. We go from the Page of Wands to the Ace of Wands. So this is like also some sort of divine favor. I'm also getting like this is your path, your journey, what you're meant to create here. So it's like everything you create, you have the support of the divine. And I feel like that was a fear. That was something that maybe this energy might have tried to prevent you from doing, but I feel like you overcame. There's this like overcoming. I do feel like there might have been some sort of like trying to sacrifice somebody, but again, this is all working out in your favor. You have favor. Okay. This is cool. All right. Then we have what? The Rebirth, which is Judgment. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, like you have a mission here and you're meant to go through the lessons of the Tree of Life, which is the Kabbalah symbol hanging on the wall back there. So there are certain things that you're meant to do here as part of your divine purpose. Okay, and this is not something that anyone else can mess with. And I'm also getting, you've gone through this transformation, you've gone through this awakening. You're meant to show others how to do it. You're meant to provide support, guidance, direction, enlightenment, all of the things. Okay, this is like Ten of Shields. What I'm getting is like there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge here that is being recognized through experience, right? So if you went to somebody's house and you go to their office and on the office wall, you see a bunch of certifications, degrees, all of those credentials. I feel like this is representing a bit of credentials. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if anyone thought that they could steal your destiny or swap it, I feel that they are sadly mistaken and they have fallen in their own traps, okay? Also, I'm getting, it would be interesting to see them try to get out of this because they don't have the experience. And I'm getting, you do. All right. So there's some sort of like experience here. It's like, I'm getting, and I don't know, like, if, I don't know, can I say this? Okay. All right. I'm like, can I say this out loud? I'm getting like baby witch, and then I have like the magician, all right, with the Ace of Wands. Like, you can't compete where you don't compare. And there is this malicious intent. And why am I picking up on this? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, I feel like, you know, there is this unworthiness playing out here. And maybe even someone wanting to interfere in relationships due to the fact of what maybe someone might envy or be jealous of. The Queen of Pentacles is very stable, secure, abundant, can pretty much have whatever they want. I feel like there's some sort of like emotional imbalance maybe in a family dynamic, and it's, you know, maybe someone's a bit focused on, you know, the material side of the human experience here. I'm not sure with this Queen of Shields. Let's see. Let's get another card to clarify that. The Ace of Shields, Queen of Shields. Is this an upright? Okay. Four of Cups, Three of Wands. You know, I feel like, you know, whatever this is here, you know, I'm getting, there's just this, like, nothing works out for me situation here. And I feel like, you know, you're not going to get what it's like if you don't make any adjustments, there's no growth. I'm seeing like there's no emotional progress. I'm getting someone is very much in their feelings. And I feel like they're feeling like they've lost something because they're not focused on their emotions or love or any of that. They're more worried about the pentacles, which would be finances or a car or houses or whatever's going on in their life, right? But they're not willing to change anything. This is not an energy of somebody wanting to improve anything or even recognize maybe some of their own faults. Okay. I feel like this energy is not able to reflect within to see where they could be better, right? When it comes to how they show up in relationships. And this probably is as a result of like a family dynamic here. Maybe they never felt loved enough by those who were supposed to love them. And as a result, it makes it difficult for them to understand love, right? If it's not something that they're used to receiving. Anytime they ever really needed anything, it was about basic needs. It was like survival. And so sometimes emotions, feelings were spilled all over, but still empty vessels, right? There's still empty cups. So I'm getting like this energy may not have ever really gotten their needs met. And so they had to resort to manipulating energy to get what they need. And sometimes that's passion. That sometimes is, you know, I feel like this very much could be on the horizon. This also could be somebody wanting to interfere in this union from the outside looking in. Okay, so I have the three, like this is kind of like trying to make a plan towards something, maybe even conjuring something. They're holding a wand and they could be casting, But I'm getting like there's a big difference here between realms even. I am getting the World card and the Hermit. So I feel like things are coming full circle here. This union is destined to happen. There is this burden someone holds everywhere that they go, and it's because they feel things unbalanced. They're burdened. Things are heavy. I feel like the heaviness of remembering all the things that were done that were unfair and unjust is burdening somebody to the point of it's becoming too much and they're about to break. Overwhelmed by the burden. I'm also getting like they don't feel like they can do it, so they might want to give up. I feel like this energy may refuse help. I have the Magician. Yeah, look, remember how I said you can't compete where you don't compare? And then I was like the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands. It's like, you know, the Baby Witch and the Magician, and then they just gave me the Magician card to emphasize my point. Like, they created these burdens for themselves, and here's that creation. The Baby Witch created all these burdens for themselves because they don't know what they're doing, okay? They don't understand the laws of cause and effect, which is this Two of Pentacles, like what goes up must come down. And so they're learning that spiritual lesson. And you are the one teaching it, okay? Collective, you're the one teaching them this lesson. So this could represent spiritual jail, okay? And then I have Justice. So I'm getting spiritual jail for the spell casting that they did. They are now experiencing the burdens of what they created. Yeah, and then I have the Devil at the bottom of the deck. I have the Tower after that. I have the Four of Swords, okay? And then the Lovers, okay? So yeah, most definitely there's some blowback here, okay? Three of Cups energy. Yep, third party energy. So this could be family, toxic friends, work group, third party energy. It can also be, yeah, just whoever they surround themselves with. I'm getting that, like, this is them channeling energy, emotion. So they could have been doing some spell work here with the three ladies, kind of like a coven situation, and setting energy up. I feel like this is nefarious. I do have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like, you know, this is a group that teamed up, okay, to come after the collective for whatever reason. You know, this is what's in the energy right now. I feel nothing created on false foundations will prosper. So whatever they did was immoral, lacked integrity. They could be dealing with legal issues. They could be going to jail, some of them. And this is their karma. This is their lessons. I am getting fire sign energy here. They may have tried to create some sort of business, and this business or this job, this team, this collaboration, this project that they all worked on together is falling apart. Maybe someone has lost a job. Yeah, someone has lost employment. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Queen of Wands here. Fire sign. Look at double fire sign energy. Strength card and Queen of Wands. Yeah, I would say this energy. Let's see. What's the Queen of Wands? I feel like you are emerging as someone who is spiritually ascended, is strong, is leading the pack. I'm getting that, like, you know, you may have like familiars that you work with. I don't know. That's not for everybody. I would say that, you know, this is you being in your spiritual authority and power. You have a lot of compassion, but you're also very confident and courageous. And I feel like this ignited you. This was a catalyst for you to be in your power. Okay? You may have created quite a bit as a result of this, which is beautiful. Because at the end of the day, you're the magician. Okay? And you were doing the darn thing. I mean, there could be, you know, I feel like you know the laws of the universe. And so it's almost like you just let them. I was saying this earlier in a reading, like you let them do whatever they wanted to do because you know how it works. You know how it works. Okay? So you're like, let them create chaos because they will experience chaos. All right? I have the Knight of Wands and the King of Cups. Okay? So this energy is what wants to come towards you, okay? I feel like they see you as the prize, all right? And because you're the prize, look, I have the Six of Wands, and then I have the Queen of Cups. The King and Queen of Cups. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is a spiritual battle playing out here. Look at, and this Knight of Wands and you are not playing in the same arena. Like, who are they fighting and who are you fighting? It's just, you're not playing the same game. You're not fighting the same match. For some reason, it just seems like these two, I don't know, I'm getting like, there's three people here. There's a Queen of Wands, a King of Cups, and then I have a Queen of Cups. There's like three's company up in here. There's three's company. Someone may have put someone in a third party. So maybe this masculine here, King of Cups, may have put someone in a third party. Okay. There's some sort of triangulation happening here. Let's see. What's this? Wheel of Fortune. This was fated to play out like this. I feel like all they're doing is sending energy and it's returning straight back to them is what I'm getting. So whatever chaos and conflict they want to send your way, it just goes right back to them. Okay? Because you're victorious in the situation. Yeah, you're victorious in the situation. I feel like anything that they send your way goes right back, okay? So, there's like this, yeah, look at, and then, you know, Page of Pentacles. Okay, I have Five of Cups. I feel like all that they have done, they've got nothing to show for it. Okay. In fact, they may be pinching pennies right now. I feel like they don't have a pot to piss in with the Five of Cups. They could be overindulging. I feel like this person holds a lot of shame and regret. They hide, they mask, they cloak themselves. They can never be their authentic self because they feel like if anyone truly knew them, they would be heavily disliked. Okay? Because there's a lot of trauma here that's unhealed. And maybe sometimes, you know, just thinking about having to revisit pain of the past is just too much, right? And so that might have been a trigger for this person, and they refuse to do the healing work. They refuse to go within. They refuse to, you know, identify with how this affected you and maybe other people. And I'm getting, this is a pattern. This is something that this person constantly carries with them. And you very well could be a wish fulfillment, right? I feel like now they're seeing your abilities, okay? You have strong spiritual abilities. And so they may have wanted this for themselves. Okay, so I feel like they may have done things immoral. Okay, they may have done things immoral. I'm getting they attacked you. Okay, they may have even attacked your family. They may have come after your character. They may have lied on your name. They may have blamed you and lied that you did all of these things, but in fact, it was this person. And again, they're in a robe cloaked and they're not willing to show their face because they can't be who they truly are. So, and this also is going on top of the third party. So again, 3 swords is heartache, betrayal, and deceit and cheating. And then this is lying about it and blaming you. That's the 5 swords, okay? So this energy did the most to, you know, win at all costs here. I feel like they switch sides. It's like maybe they switch sides. I do have a couple here. I do have a 2 of Cups. I feel like this energy was meant to be a soulmate. There was a commitment here. I feel like this energy was, look at, I feel like this energy that you were dealing with here might have been sold something like a lemon, right? I'm getting with this Page of Cups here, it's like, you're like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't even like this. I don't even like this drink. I don't even like fish. I don't eat fish. Maybe you don't eat fish. I don't know. But you're like, nah, I'm not dealing with this immature energy. I know who I am. I know what I want, and I'm going to go for it. And I feel like you chose to not settle for less than. You chose to give yourself something better than what this person was giving to you. I feel like you realize that there is this, like, you can't have a full cup from somebody who can't fill their own cup. So I feel like you had to abandon the situation because this person was just immature and not emotionally available. So you gave yourself the love and you exited stage left. All right. Yeah. And then, yeah, this was super unbalanced. Like, this was like emotional imbalance, emotional abuse, like neglect, like up and down, toxic, like not knowing if this person's going to explode or not. You might have had to like walk on eggshells. This affected your peace. This affected your ability to feel safe, to feel, you know, okay in your space, right? Like, this truly disturbed probably you and maybe any others that you reside with if you have a family. I feel like this was something that you were freed from. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of like substances. The Druid. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Druid, the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant's here to like hold people accountable. Like, excuse me, sir, how about you come back and have a seat? Let me teach you the principles of life. So there are like principles here on the earth, laws, rules, authority. There is a higher authority, okay, above man. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I feel like this is a spiritual lesson someone's learning. You were learning about how we operate with the universal laws, and there are laws above man, and they are playing out here. Absolutely. The Druid. Okay. This has something to do with like belief systems, because then we have the Sun card. Okay. This is like a spiritual war here playing out. And I'm getting like because of someone's beliefs, they were targeted. They were targeted individual that was attacked over and over and over again by a group, and they're protected by the Most High. I feel like there was a lot that was done by this group, okay? And I feel like everything was seen by God, all right? So there's nothing that this group did that is unseen or unknown. Clarity, vitality, understanding. Yeah, I feel like there's about to be some chalking. Oh yeah, there's a lot of discussion happening right now. I feel like the momentum too is picking up. So if you have felt like there's maybe any kind of a delay, you're going to start feeling things moving along. Again, the Druid is about learning lessons, and to be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. So I'm getting like somebody might have made a wish or wished for certain things and didn't appreciate it when they had it. And so, you know, this is about loyalty. This is about, you know, showing up and being present and appreciating the gift, the blessings that you have in your life, like being grateful. And I feel like somebody got lost in the sauce. Yeah, I feel like somebody got lost in the sauce, or is lost in the sauce. Maybe somebody needs to stop drinking the sauce, okay? Too much sauce. All right, I have the Fool. So you may have not, so what I'm getting is that like, this helped put you in your spiritual power and authority, okay? This was something that was meant to happen as part of your journey here on Earth. And you may look at this cup with the fish in it and be like, ugh, this situation sucked. But you're like, now I have a pet fish. Ah, the pet fish is actually kind of cute. You're like, okay, come on, fish. Let's go. I feel like you see that this was like a way to kind of like free yourself from a shitty situation. So sometimes the Page of Cups can be like staying optimistic and making the best out of a situation. Okay. And this is, again, that optimistic perspective and, you know, being grateful, okay? Being grateful for what you have and appreciating that you're now free to go into a new direction. One that is divinely guided and one that is very much protected, okay? You are protected by Archangel Michael from this King of Cups or Queen of Cups, okay? Whoever that might be, who used emotional abuse and manipulation to, you know, create some sort of blockage for you, okay? They tried to block you from moving on with your life, maybe in your romantic endeavors, but there is someone coming, okay? Someone who has genuine love, genuine kindness, genuine care. I feel like they might watch you from afar. I'm also getting this Knight of Cups is the King of Pentacles, potentially. There is some sort of watching from the watchtower. So this is about making an effort to watch somebody without trying to be seen. So someone is spying, someone is trolling, someone is obsessed, someone is investigating, researching, looking you up. This could also represent maybe something like a little bird told me. So a little message or a contract or, hey, I have an idea. I feel like you're going to hear from this person soon is what I'm getting. So it could have something to do with like an offer. Maybe they're looking to work with somebody to help continue their legacy, their destiny, and maybe you're the one that they've been looking for. So you might hear from them. You may feel like you have a past history with them as well. So I feel like this may stand the test of time. Let's see. Yeah, and then we have the Eight of Cups and the Empress. This new offer of love can come in now. because you chose yourself. You prioritized yourself over somebody else. And now someone's coming in and they're going to prioritize you, just like you would prioritize them. And so I feel like you were called to prioritize yourself and give yourself the love that you deserved. Maybe to work on some things when it comes to healing. And you did that work. And as a result, you are emerging as a leader, someone who cares about others, shares their wisdom, their insight, maybe their spiritual gifts, helps people to create their desired reality. And I feel like this energy is like, you know, I hit the jackpot. Okay. So it's like that saying, like, someone's trash is someone else's treasure. Baby, you're the treasure. You've always been the treasure. Now you see that you're the treasure. All right. You have the ability to create anything that you desire. Okay. So I feel like you're doing that. There could be some sort of apology too with this Knight of Cups, but I'm getting that this is a love offer. This is like, or just an offer of interest that could, you know, it could be business related. So, all right. Well, it's love. Because it's the Emperor. Look at it. They're like, no. Let's not get this crooked. All right. I'm speaking truth here. We got the Ace of Cups, the Emperor, and the Empress. This is a divine union coming in. All right. So this didn't happen for no reason. Okay. This is like a destiny that must be fulfilled. It's protected by the Most High. There's nothing anybody can do to prevent this from happening. Okay. So I'm getting like, people are going to watch this far and wide. You're here to make change. Yeah, you're here to inspire others as they awaken, okay, as they experience their awakening. The Hanged Man is about, like, again, like surrendering to the tree of life, okay, and receiving the wisdom, the understanding, the higher consciousness. It's like surrendering. Yeah, there is this like higher calling playing out here. Okay, there's wisdom and knowledge that is meant to be shared. I feel like you have the support of the universe to do what you came here to do. When I say the Chariot, I feel like super like recognized, celebrated, like the best of the best. So like you're here to help guide those who are on their awakening path, and you're meant to help guide them on their purpose, to teach them the ways. Okay, you're meant to teach the ways, and your ways may go back quite a bit. So you may really connect to this deck. Okay, you may also really connect to maybe Egypt or, you know, the Middle East. I feel like there has been a lot of travel from continent to continent, sea to sea. There has been a lot of like perfection, mastery, learning something, and, you know, genuinely committing to whatever you're being asked to learn and apply. So it's like you're learning and applying it. And so it's being seen, or it will be seen once you arrive. So I'm getting like, there's an arrival happening. And again, like you're on the move, like you're in alignment. Number, I see 18 here. That ties to, I think, one of the Kabbalic, I don't know. Anyways, it actually breaks down to a 9. All right, so 7 of Pentacles. So this is something that is being created, manifested. So it's like your manifestations are coming to a reality here. It's like, and this is something that like you might be tapping into. So I feel like there's guidance here playing out. I feel like you're working with your spiritual team, and this is for your personal development. So the intention is for your highest and greatest good. And so you might have somebody that you're going to be able to work with. Okay. And there is this partnership. All right, there is this contract that the two of you are meant to fulfill. And again, we're working with the same tree here. Okay. So you're not the only one that has gone through this awakening process. This higher consciousness, you're meant to kind of like do this together. So it is a free will choice. Six of Cups. This is something that, you know, I feel like you may, there may be like this kindred spirit kind of vibe. There could very much be like a family dynamic here being considered, or maybe you meet that person's children and they meet yours, or you may feel like this is like an ancestor, might have been a very mystical creature. So maybe you feel a strong connection to a past loved one also when I see this Six of Cups. So I'm getting like there's an ancestor that works with you to help you with your magic. Okay. And it goes back quite a bit. Okay. So we're looking at like stones, big stones, water, like a lot of like being in tune with nature. Yeah, then we have the Star card coming out. Yeah. So again, like this might be something that's been passed down through your family, and I'm getting like this is like receiving that love and care. You may not always have a lot of people around you, but the ones you do have around you are very wise. It's like wise counsel. All right. There is this like being able to tap into things that, you know, that maybe not the people around you know how to do, or I'm getting like there's some sort of like special ability here that you might have that you bring to the table. Again, this is kind of like the purification process and you being able to speak on it. You know it, you channel it, you provide guidance on it. So the star energy is like, you know, you can replenish your energy. You have this like unlimited source of energy and people crave it. It's like this elixir. It's like unicorn. It's like you're the unicorn. You know how like in Harry Potter, like the unicorn's energy was like immortal. So I feel like you can tap into that. You know this. You understand this. You work with this. You're a healer. And God protects their own. This is like luminescent energy, okay? So it's like star-like, okay? Yeah, again, like everybody, people want to steal your light. They will experience a tower coming after you. All right? Yeah. We have the Two of Wands. I feel like they made a free will choice to come after you and they will receive the repercussions, okay? Yeah, they don't mess around when it comes to you. Seven of Wands. They made a choice to come after you and you stand your ground. You're not the only one that stands the ground around you. You may have a lot of divine support and protection here. So, oof, I'm getting buzzed up over here. Yeah, because you're a high priestess. Okay, the Mother Empress, high priestess energy. It's like you are tapping into this like ancient wisdom and knowledge, and it's you know, there's something, this is like your higher self, to like your higher level of consciousness, and you know, understanding that like, come on, you know, come on. We have the Tower, the Shadow, which is the devil. What else? Yeah, the Page of Swords. Oh yeah. Yep. Look at Queen of Swords here. Yeah, I feel like if you're a reader, these people are watching and stalking your page because you're speaking the truth about them and what might happen and play out in their life. So them saying that you don't have any abilities and you're a fraud and you're not a healer is bullshit, because they're watching you and learning about themselves. Okay, so they're watching you and you're telling them about them. All right, so things have come full circle. Okay, things come full circle. And it's like they need to wake up and realize what they're being manipulated by. Okay? Wake up. Okay? Wake up. They are experiencing a wake-up call. Okay? And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be painful. Massive endings happening in many areas of the life. And sometimes these endings are executed by those people who we thought were on our team, right? Oh, I thought this person was loyal to me. No, there's no loyalty among thieves. Yeah, 4 of Shields and the Moon. 3 of Swords. 5 of Shields. This person is losing. This energy is experiencing, you know, defeat. Okay? They're experiencing defeat for the actions taken against you. And they thought that they could, I feel like there's this, yeah, you're protected by Archangel Michael, okay? It's like you're, yeah, I feel like you're here to anchor in love. You're here to like connect with the Most High, with the eagle energy, and anchor this and ground this here in the physical. So your energy as the star, okay, because this is like the same energy. You know, you're meant to take it from the universe and share it with Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, Terra, right? And ground it, stabilize it, secure it, and you're protected while doing so. Okay, regardless of what financial woes they're going through, they will learn a bigger lesson than maybe, you know, what is, I feel like there's something bigger playing out here. And I feel like they've been under an illusion for a very long time. I feel like they may have been navigating this path and not understanding it fully. So they've been under this illusion. I feel like possible third-party lovers situation here. I feel like somebody in a relationship is realizing that they have been betrayed by the person who they thought that they could trust. There's messages, there's communication about this. And it's also, there's evidence about this group that came across and against this person, okay? All of this is playing out here. There is this loss as well. Someone could have broken up a home, a family. I do feel though, you know, there was a decision made, okay? I feel like this is making sure that these things are carried out based on the decision made. When we're talking about the justice, again, like those that thought it would be a good idea to come after this energy, okay, competition, betrayal, deceit, I feel like they're experiencing this for themselves. Like, I don't feel like anybody's immune here in this little group of theirs. I'm getting like there's like this, there's several groups. And if you have like removed yourself from people, places, and things that you might have used to otherwise engage in, I feel like you know that those energies are shady and you may have removed your energy from them and them having access to you. You know that there's no growth there. And so you decided to move in another direction with the divine guidance that you've been receiving and create and develop over here. Okay, so you knew that this energy did not have good intentions, okay? So you were guided to do this. You were guided to move in a different direction and, you know, not allow them access, all right? So it's like you realizing that, like, not everything was an equal exchange, okay? And so you had to prioritize your energy, and you may have overgiven in the past, but now you know who's for you and who isn't for you. So you might have had to go through this like cutthroat process of removing people because you couldn't trust them. I feel like there was a lot of like, I'm cool with you as long as you're not doing better than me. If you seemed in any way doing better than them, they would create drama. They would create the illusion. They would compete with you. They would backstab you. They would gossip. So I feel like you were surrounded by a lot of people like that. So you had to cut them out of your energy. I feel like you couldn't trust anybody. Okay? So you removed them all. Yeah. And then you focused on what you were asked to focus on. Yeah. You're like, I can build this by myself with my spiritual team. I feel like you had support, but it was something you were called to do on your own. And you had to be removed from everybody else because not everybody agrees or thinks or believes what you do. And it was important for you to be isolated so that God could work with you and communicate with you directly, your spiritual team. This is like meditation. This is healing. This is introspection. This is, your intuition and working with your abilities and really working on a positive, healthier mindset for yourself. And there might have been a lot of, everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody has an opinion. So, yeah, I feel like you're moving on and away from whatever situation this is, okay? Like you've already energetically removed yourself. So you might be heading towards something new, something that you're embarking that is new, like a new adventure. And you're not telling anybody about it. You're keeping it quiet, okay? Keeping it quiet. Don't tell everybody because they be spying. They be jealous. They be wanting to know, right? Because they're not willing to do the work on themselves. They'd rather watch you do it. So I feel like you're setting a good example, okay? Sometimes you don't realize that you're the example, okay? So let them learn from you, right? Let them watch. Let them watch. Okay, what do we got over here? Anything? Let me just flip them. Okay, how do you want me to read this? I feel like somebody wants to come rushing towards you and send some sort of form of communication your way. This also can be like you may have to take fast action soon. You may feel like you're at an impasse because you're afraid to hurt maybe. Oh. All right. So what I'm getting is like you've had to heighten your abilities because of the betrayal. And this was something that you experienced as part of an initiation. It was unpleasant, but it helped you see through all the illusions, the lies, the deceit. It helped to help relieve some of this shadow. It was like shadow work. I feel like this liberated you in a new direction. I feel like this helped you to tap into other resources that you may not have been aware of. I feel like this is you being able to share what you've learned through this process. And as a result, like it's reciprocal now. So the energy you put out, you're receiving. There was a lot gained through this process. I feel like the reason why there's this 9 of Swords at the end of this reading is because those that came after you to prevent you from you being in your power, right? They try to keep you bound, stuck, tied, right? Unable to see clearly, unable to know, like you abandoned in some wasteland, right? This is what they wanted for you. But at the end of the day, you use what they sent your way and you created something new that you can share with other people to help them free themselves. And I feel like that went against everything that they wanted to do and what they wanted for you. It created like a major transition for you, a catalyst, right? And I feel like now they're the ones stuck in the illusion and being in their shadow energy and being called to start to look within and, focus on things that really matter. I feel like they're focusing on the wrong things. So I feel like there's a bit of redirection happening here that may not be something that they want to deal with. I feel like them having to pay attention to all the things that they've done wrong in their lives. Yeah, nobody wants to do that. But I feel like they're not going to have a choice. Okay. I feel like they've been running from this for a very long time. And so it's like time for you to experience all the swords that you put in everybody else's back. They're now going to be put in your back, so you understand what they have experienced at your hand. Okay. So again, what goes around comes around. So you see this energy clearly now, and there could be a lot of projected energy, but I feel like you're the high priest or high priestess. You have the ability to move forward, okay, and to seek clarity, right? Which is amazing. I feel like your discernment is important here because you can't trust everybody, right? Like this person's not trustworthy. And, you know, regardless of whether you're tired and burnt out and not wanting to do this anymore, I feel like you signed up for this. So I feel like, you know, this is something that you're meant to contribute towards. Your story holds weight. Your experiences hold weight. All right. And sometimes, you know, we're kind of left with this energy of like, what am I supposed to do with this? And you're like, okay, I'm supposed to do what with this? So I feel like there's a bit of like, again, making the best out of the situation and remaining optimistic. And, you know, I feel like the right time is either here or it's coming. Okay. So there's a bit of patience needed at this time. I hope you guys enjoyed the readings. They were fun for me to do, that's for sure. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And I might come back on and do some more. We'll see. I'll talk to you later, and I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing day. And I'll see you next time. Oh, tomorrow is 1/11, so it's the 1/11 portal. Okay, so pray like it's your job.